All right, what's going on? Today we are looking at sweep picking. To show you that I'm qualified, here's me sweep picking. I had someone comment on my YouTube. His name is Strakera or Strakera or Strassera. I have no idea. I never know how to pronounce any of these YouTube names. So can someone with a normal name please just ask a question so I can answer that and know your name? Thank you for the question, Strakera. I hope this answers your question. Please ask any more if you've got them. Anyone else, if anything is unclear, please ask. I'm really happy to help. We're basically just going to get straight into the exercises. There's a couple of things that we need to go over first. I use the term sweep picking and arpeggios interchangeably. So if I say arpeggios and you're thinking about sweep picking, that's just me. Just don't worry about it. Some people have a preference. My preference is towards arpeggios. The reason why is an arpeggio is a chord, okay? Every single sweep that people do is outlining a chord. So it's much of a muchness what you want to call it. I call it arpeggios. So I watched this video when I was in high school. I have since tried to search for it and I guess it's been taken down. I don't know who it was by, so that made it really ridiculously hard to search for. But I remembered what he taught and I really wanted to reshare that video, but I just could never find it. But the point is we want to take our hands and kind of separate them and get them both understanding what they're supposed to do mechanically before we put them back together and make sure that they're working smoothly. Now, without doing this, you are just going to get very, very messy, very rough arpeggios that aren't they'll sound impressive to people, but the second you come across someone that's slightly more polished, even if they're playing slower, you're going to feel that you should have spent more time on this. So it's really, really worthwhile just getting this down properly, taking it really slow and making sure that all the increments are the same, making sure that the metronome is hitting on perfectly every single time. I'll turn my metronome on. So I've got my metronome set to 50 BPM so that I can really outline what's supposed to be going on here. If you need to go slower, please go slower. Make sure every single note is even.
In this example that I'm just about to give, when I first recorded this, I didn't mention that you hammer on from nothing. So just think about that. It's not a normal hammer on. Normally you're going from one fret to another. Same principle, but you're just going from nothing, the string's not vibrating, and then you're hitting a note. Okay?
With that in mind, we grab this side of the neck. We turn our guitars up. We grab this side of the neck. We just follow along with the tab, and effectively we want to count to the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, we want to count the 1, 2, 3s so that we get used to how it's supposed to sound, how it's supposed to feel under our fingers with the rhythm. We can of course change that later, but for the point of this exercise, if we do the triplets, we really get into that groove, we're going to know what we're aiming for. It's going to be a lot easier to do. So, when you're comfortable with that, start speeding it up. Do what you need to do with the metronome. Make sure it's smooth. Make sure it's even. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Soon enough, you're going to be playing fast enough that you can just nail it out. Right, great. We're doing sweep picking without a pick at all. So, now that we're familiar with that, we know what's going on, this is all just to get used to what our fretting hand is supposed to do. Fortunately, the picking hand is really ridiculously easy. So, what's going to change is we're going to hit the same notes, but we're not going to hammer on to every single note. What we're going to do is we're going to sweep up the top 3 strings, just play them like a slow chord, make sure that there's some level of distinction. So we don't want to have, like, hold our fingers on the notes. So, now if you noticed, when I got up to the 15th fret, I pulled off back to the 12th on the high E. Alright, now I do suggest playing down, 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 picking one up, pull off, picking one up, and then starting again. So down, down, down for the first 1, 2, 3, up, pull off, up for the second 3. Right, now when you get used to that, once again, take it really slow. Make sure that there's the distinction. Make sure you can still comfortably count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 over the top. When you're comfortable with it, speed up. And speed up with the metronome. Don't just do what I'm doing. I'm just giving you examples. Okay, so that's the basic principle. I kind of see arpeggios sitting into 6 different standard distinct shapes. The one that I've been playing, I call the D major shape. Okay, not the D major chord, because right now I'm playing it in the C major position. This is like a D chord that we play down here. Right? But we're just outlining the notes. Then we're taking the next note from the chord and just going back down, cycling through those. Right? The next one is the D minor. The next one is the A major. Next one is the A minor. Next one is the E major. And the next one is the E minor. Once we're done with the initial shape, we no longer need to do this exercise. Okay? It's just to get used to what this hand's supposed to do so that you can then incorporate this hand so that you can then play anything else. Okay? Don't worry about doing it on every single shape. You can if you want. Probably a good exercise, but not necessary. So, after we've done that, we then have to worry about if we're doing 2 of the same note, then we just need to make sure that there is the definition between notes, that you're not barring over multiple and keeping them ringing, because it's just going to mean for mud later on. I'm definitely going to do another arpeggio video soon, because there's so many things in here that are actually really useful. Like, this is a really great first step. The thing is a lot of people stop at the 2nd or 3rd step, and when they get there, they think that this is enough, and I did for years. Thank you, I hope that helped. Got any questions, please ask. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it. If you didn't like it, please actually just leave feedback, hey. Because if I can understand the reasons why you didn't like it, then I can eliminate them from future videos, and you can have a resource that you will like, and I can know that the way that I'm presenting the information to you is actually effective. Looking forward to the next video. I really like playing arpeggios. They're a lot of fun. They're easy to get lazy with, so don't. And yeah, maybe for the next video, I'll just have a bunch of things of me making mistakes so that you can see the difference between where it sounds good and where it does not sound good. So I'll catch you then. Bye.